You can post that on TikTok.
Oh, it is TikTok. It's live.
It's not a video. Yeah, but I'm gonna be able to see it.
Yeah, I can go back. I go back and see anything I want.
I can. Then you better.
What are we looking at right here?
We're looking at
Aging deer.
Aging Deer by Jawbone.
Oh,
Hey,
okay.
give us a little tip.
I sure will.
So when they're little, or once they get above 3.5, they always heard you can't really tell how old.
Oh, you can. You can take some practice. It's not an exact science. I mean, I can't tell you with 100% certainty that every deer is exactly
But up to that,
age.
you can pretty much really accurate.
I can actually, up to 5.5, I can stay probably 75, 80% accurate.
How accurate are you at up to 3.5?
I'd say probably 85, 90. So if I have any questions, and every deer has what I call a tweener. This side might be a little different from the other. But if I have any doubt, then I just pull that tooth right there, send it off to a company called, several of them, but the one I use is deerage.com.
You can't get away.
That's deerage.com.
I think they're up to $30 now for a tooth. And they actually
Any one of them too?
Just these two, front two incisors, right?
In
there.
front, center too.
Front, center two. Take one of them out. You'll call them, get a kit. They'll send it to you. You pull one tooth, send it off. They actually cut this with a laser, and they count it just like the
Ring on trees. Yeah.
They're about 98, 99% accurate.
That's
On
crazy.
that, only that tooth.
Yeah, either one of these front teeth. I mean, they can do the rest of them, but these are the two that they
have value. I
have the highest accuracy with. So when you do kill a deer and you want to get your range, you can see, I mean, this little keychain presentation or whatever gives you a good idea how it wears quick. But when you kill your deer, you pop your jawbone out and start counting teeth, first thing you do. So we'll start at the very beginning. So I've got one. A lot of people think there's 3 teeth right here with the humps. This is a tricuspid. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. You see that tooth coming in right there? Yeah. Obviously, you'll know what this deer is if you shoot it. But if you walk up and find this laying in the field, dead, nothing with it, that's a fawn. It doesn't have, that's one adult tooth right there. That's the second adult tooth coming in, and there's another one back here that hasn't started erupting yet. Obviously, the jawbone's not grown, but you can see where that's starting to split.
Yeah.
So all the teeth are right there.
So that's a fawn. So it's really only got one adult tooth.
One adult tooth. That tooth.
How can you tell just because it's taller?
Because it's a bicusp. See these? See how
they
I'm
got
shaking
3,
that?
and that's only got 2.
See that 2 humps?
Yeah.
This one's got 3.
Okay.
So we'll get a pin here.
So when you get to there, that's when you start counting age by the bike.
That's where I count age. This right here just tells me what it is immediately because I count the number of teeth.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when I jump to a full tooth jawbone, this is not a mature jawbone, but it's a full number of teeth. So I count them again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can see the difference right here now. See that tooth right there? See the 3 humps?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, and this
So
one
there's
has
our
1,
first
2,
year.
1, 2, 1, 2.
So we've got a 3-year-old?
No. That just tells me that he has his adult teeth in now, or the deer has its adult teeth. But it's still, if you look up here, it has its baby teeth still in. These are called milk teeth. They're tricuspid. So this deer is a year and a half, right at 18 months or under, because he still has his adult teeth and he hasn't pushed those out. You can see right here where those are starting to erupt, to push out the baby teeth, and the adult teeth are coming in. So if you ever see that, that deer's a year and a half or under.
Okay.
Yes, 18 months or under. So now that we go to a 2.5, now we actually have a full mature jawbone. This is a full mature deer jawbone. Not a full mature deer body-wise, but the jawbone's mature.
Because he's lost his babies.
Yep, babies are out. I've got this one's, it's hard to tell the way they wear, but there's 2 humps right there. 1, 2, 1, 2. And 1, 2, 1, 2. See, those are teeth, just 2 teeth. So I count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That immediately tells me it's over 18 months old. So at this point, then I want to start looking at these top crests to look for dentine wear. The dentine is the brown and the enamel is the white around it. So I'm looking at this tooth and I have to ask my question at this point, from here on out, is that brown greater than or equal to the white around it? And it's just showing, but it's not. This will all it'll be clear as mud by the time we get to the end. So it's showing wear, but it doesn't have enough wear to tell it that it's going to the next tooth. So if I say no, that means it's a 2.5 on this tooth right here. And this tooth is the oldest tooth in the mouth. So we jump to the next one. And you can see the difference now. See how this slowly starts going back?
Yeah.
I asked that question right there, either side of the jawbone. Is there greater than or equal to the brown around it? So I could see that. I say yes. I
Yeah.
go back to this one, and you can just see the strip showing. And see how this one's just a little less? So yes, no, no. If I say yes, no, no, that's a 3.5. Go to the next jawbone. Definitely. That one's worn. Worn greater than or equal to, greater than or equal to, and no. So yes, yes, no means it's a 4.5. When I get to a 5.5, you can see how this quickly wears down.
Oh yeah.
So yes,
It's hard to see.
it is. So you can see that dentine right there. It's wider than on one of these teeth.
Yeah.
It's wider than right there. So it's yes all the way back, all of them. And then when you get to the 6.5s, you start grouping them after this point. You can see that that's kind of hard to tell beyond this point.
Yeah.
6.5, 7.5, 8.5 group. We used to have a 9.5-year-old. I don't know where it went. Where's that old doe at? So once you get to this point, you definitely have to send off for a determination of exact age. But that gets you in groups. Now there's a quick way to cheat on this to get you in a group, a category. If you look at this back crest, this is the tongue sits right here. This jawbone sit like this. So if you look at that back crest and you see that it's angled slightly in toward the tongue, you look at this one.
That's the angle the other one.
This one's kind of flat, starting to angle the other way. And then you look at these, they're angled out. So you can group a group like that.
So if they're angled in, they're younger.
They're 2.5.
They're 2.5. Okay.
And it might be a 3.5 because, like I said, it's not exact science, but it gets you really close.
Well,
So that's how you do it.
that's cool.
Yep.
That's a lot of information.
And you'll occasionally get a deer like this example right here. See how that looks a little more worn than that right there?
Yeah.
Deer kind of chew on the jaw one side or the other. They
Yeah.
have TMJ. They get it too.
Yeah. Awesome. Oh, thanks.
All right, thank you. We
Thank
got
you.